My name is Christine, and yet again, I'm here to take over the session. And the question for today is, can beauty and brains go together? Um, I would invite you all to switch on your cameras just so that you can get the full experience of interaction, really, and see how it affects your communication. I'll start off with Kushbu and Arush.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Kushbu. How are you?
I'm good, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So the question for today is, can beauty and brains go together?
Yes, I think beauty and brain goes together. Some people are God gifted who have brain with beauty and with physical and mental both have. I think according to me, person who have brain are more beautiful. According to give us brain gives us confidence or gives us balance and success and balance perspective. And I think brain is just required brain is just required uh, in every part of life.
Hmm.
Act as a, how we talk to others, and brain is just also understanding feelings, others feelings.
Okay. Um,
people
what and how? Yes, carry on.
People with brain are more understanding in nature,
Hmm.
and there is no beauty with brain, uh, without brain. That's okay.
I agree. Um, uh, However, my next question now is going to be, do you think the media has changed over the years? Because I remember a time when I just a kid, and I'd look at the media, and the media only spoke about beauty, very little about brains. Do you think the media has changed, or do you think it's gotten worse?
The media has changed a lot nowadays, uh, about all the things. Generations are going very fast, and all knows how to how to respect with others, I think, and how to do work beautifully with the
Hmm.
brain. So I think media about that things.
Okay. Um, and do you feel like the the comment or even the question, can brain and beauty go together? Do you feel there's an element of sexism there? Do you think it refers more to women than to men?
Yes, ma'am. In nowadays in our society, beauty is unfortunately seen as the physical outlook of a person. It's a male or it's a female, but inner beauty is most significant.
Yes, but do you feel like this is more targeted? This is the issue relies more in how women are perceived as either they're beautiful or they're just brains. They can't have both. Or do you feel like nowadays it's more even towards the men?
Mm. Ma'am, please repeat the question.
Sorry about this. I'll break it down. So the question is, do you think brain and beauty can go together?
Yes,
Now, when we think of that question, personally, I think of women.
yes.
Do you, and it's a bit sexist, but it's media influenced as well, and it's influenced around us. But do you think, and what do you think? Do you think it applies as well to men? Do you think a man can be beautiful but have no brains, or a man can be beautiful and have brains? Do you think it applies as well to men? Is what I'm trying to say, or do you think that we immediately think of women, so it's a
No,
bit
no,
a
no.
bit of a sexist
Men
view?
also, ma'am. Men also beauty with brain.
So you don't feel like it's a bit of a maybe a sexist view of
Yes, ma'am.
things?
I think men have beauty with brain is good. It's a significant to a men only. but
Mm-hmm.
women have a beauty.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Because the in the world we live in, the culture we grew up in the media we grew in the media
Yes,
has kind of pushed the brains onto the man and the beauty onto the
beauty with a
woman.
woman. Yes,
Exactly. So
exactly.
this question kind of is a it's not a sexist question in itself, but it makes us question like, oh, beauty and brains can go together. Oh yeah, yeah, men can be handsome and be beautiful, but wait, can women be the same? So it brings
Yes,
upon that that bit of a sexist question mark,
yes,
um, which obviously is influenced a lot by the media. Um, because when I saw that question, I immediately thought of a woman. I did not think of, oh, beauty and brains in a man.
yes,
I immediately thought beauty and brains in a woman.
yes,
And I thought, so this is what I'm trying to make you see, uh, whether we are so influenced that we kind of have a sexist view before we even answer the question.
yes. Yes, ma'am. Men with a beauty with brain, but girls, but women have only beauty. In our society, it's our society also, ma'am. Beauty is unfortunately seen with a physical outlook of a person, outlook of a male
Exactly.
and woman. Yes, it's a
I
first, it's a
yes.
first class of male. Beautiful.
Yeah, this is definitely something to discuss because in our both our views, we
Yes,
think
yes,
both men and women can have both brains and beauty,
yes.
but we can see how influenced
But
we are by the
yes,
media.
if a man wants to beauty with brain, a woman or a girls or maybe fiance, it's better for him also.
Of course, you don't want
Yes, but
you
family member wants only beauty first.
I see.
Our society wants beauty first and then brain in the girls.
It's quite unfortunate.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much for this
Thank
discussion.
you,
I
ma'am.
shall move on to
And
Arush.
my
Poor
son is
Arush, she's got quite a topic today. Hello,
hello, ma'am.
looking cheery.
Yes.
Okay, so do you think beauty and brains go together? Goes so
Yes.
can yes?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you think? Do you have girls in your school who you can call um, pretty and are very smart?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you think boys can be pretty and smart?
No, all the students.
All the students can be pretty and smart.
Yes.
Very good. And do you think, do you feel like sometimes when you watch a film, maybe it's more they don't let everyone be beautiful and smart. They make some people very beautiful and very dumb, and some people very smart, but they make them look ugly. Do you think that happens a lot?
No, ma'am.
Okay, what do you think happens when you watch a movie? Do you think movies are fair?
No, ma'am. There are real.
Mhm. How do you mean? Do you think they are fair? Not whether they're real or not. Do you think they are fair?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you feel? What do you think about beauty and brain going together?
Ma'am,
What do you think about it? Give me a bit more.
brain is helps us to think and beauty helps us to make pretty and smart.
Mhm. Okay. So you think it's important, is it important to have both, or is one more important than the other?
Ma'am, both.
Okay. And why do you think it's important to be beautiful?
Ma'am, because that then like we can go in parties when we will be not beautiful. Lots of people will say that why why is he or she not even beautiful?
Okay, so you go to a party and they start asking questions. Why is he or she not beautiful?
Yes. And
Okay, so that's why it's important to be beautiful, because
yes,
otherwise people start asking questions.
yes,
Okay, and what do you think about people being smart? Do you think it's important for people to be smart?
yes.
Okay, why?
Because they want to be like, they have their own smartness.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
And they think, and I will be like this, I will be like that.
I see. So it's
Brain
important.
gives us confident
Mm-hmm.
success, and we also grow.
Okay. So exactly. So being smart helps us grow. It helps gives us more confidence. It helps us grow in society and personal growth as well. Okay, very good. Okay, thank you very much, Arush. I will now move on to Veena. Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Veena. So the question for today is: do beauty and brains go together? What do you think?
Yes, they go together. We have an example like Christine, ma'am. You are the example, beautiful brain.
Thank you. Um, and what do you think about this? The fact, like, it's a rather sexist view. Um, that I mean, I had it, like I said, the minute I looked at that question, I immediately thought of, oh, we're talking about girls and whether they can be beautiful and smart. I did not think, oh, we're talking about people, as in men and women. I immediately thought of girls.
In my mind, also, girls. First, the option was
Yes.
girls. Beauty with brain, girls.
Do you? Yeah.
Because everyone's boys are handsome, not beautiful. Girls are beautiful.
And you?
So
Yes.
the question, beauty with brain, not handsome with brain.
Exactly. And do you feel like maybe we've also been pushed into the sexist view by media? I feel like it's part of it, but I mean the culture we grow up in, that a girl must always present herself and be pretty, whilst a boy can come into a room and be messy and full of oil from a car. And do you?
Yes, a girl should look perfect every time, like from getting up to the bed to going
Mhm.
to sleep. And boy can be messy, and he can wear anything he wants. He can put oil and go to a meeting also. Nobody will say nothing. But a girl should look perfect.
So
It's there in
exactly.
us.
Hmm. It's become it's also a quite rather a question about sexism and our culture and the society we grew up in, and the media. And again, how do you feel about the media? Do you feel like it has improved, or has it made the situation worse?
Media has made all more worse. Like if someone is dusky or dark complexion, they don't follow them. And someone is who is bright, fair, and beautiful, they follow them. Either that person is dumb, she don't know anything, but they think she's beautiful, then she knows everything. Like we have Bollywood star who are dumb,
Hmm.
who don't know anything, but they are the star kids and they are beautiful, fair. That's why.
So everybody praises them and follows them.
Yes.
I see. And how do you feel like we have enough of good examples of people who are um, both brain and beauty? Do you feel like we have enough examples in the media or in the spotlight who show, who show the rest of us, who show the kids, yes, you can be beautiful but smart, and you can be smart but beautiful. It's possible to be both. Do you think we have enough examples of that?
Yeah, we have like our Miss Universe Sushmita Sen is one of the example. She's beauty with the brain, and she is like she is very good at heart also. She has adopted kids also,
Oh,
two
that's
kids,
lovely.
two girl child, and there are many more
Hmm.
ladies
Absolutely.
who are beautiful and full of brain.
Absolutely. And what is this? Okay, we have a fascination with beauty. We do. I mean, and if something is beautiful, you obviously say it is beautiful. So if a person looks beautiful, you want to say, "Oh, you look beautiful," and you admire them for it. But why do you think beauty has why do you think we have given it so much importance over the centuries?
I have never given anyone importance just because of their beauty.
Hmm.
I first see the nature, the way that person is, and then I praise that person. But in the society, beauty is more important than the nature and everything.
Hmm.
And this is not from like it's coming since 1,000 years,
Exactly.
and we don't know why beauty is being so much praised and so much hyped, because brain should be praised,
Exactly. I agree.
but people are praising beauty, beauty, beauty. They will realize after 20 or 30 years, they might realize the brain is more important than beauty.
Absolutely. It's just like it's a question that popped into my head just now. I'm like, why do we have this fascination with beauty? Even why does it exist? What makes us so um gives us this want for it? So it's quite. Does it is it psychological? Are these issues just psychological and self-esteem, self-confidence? Is it just that, or is there more? Um, so yeah, it just popped into my questions into my head. So I thought I'd question you about it and see what do you think.
But for that, like everyone thinks, like I think I'm most beautiful woman in this world. If you think like that, this is the best thing.
Yeah.
Either you are beautiful or not beautiful, it doesn't matter. But you should think. And looking at some beautiful person, like I'm talking about the men, they feel like,
Hmm.
yeah, she is beautiful, and they see them like they feel very good. Okay, this is very beautiful woman. The But when they see a normal woman, they don't see her. Just they move on. This is
That's true.
so this is our society culture. And if someone has a beautiful wife, he flaunts like, "Oh, I have a beautiful wife." You can see. Either he's the worst like he is the worst person in the world, but he's having a beautiful wife.
And that's all that matters.
Yes,
Well, maybe society needs a little change.
we should change our mentality.
Definitely. No, I agree. I agree. Thank you very much, Veena. I'll now move on to Yurash.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Yurash. Is your internet connection okay?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. So, what do you think? Can beauty and brains go together?
Yes, ma'am, definitely good to
Okay, Yurash, you're
like
breaking
it is
up.
not important. This person has
Yurash, you're breaking
to,
up quite a bit.
yeah, not is it okay?
Okay. Okay, Yurash, until you fix the issue, I'm going to move on to Aritra and I'll come back to you in a bit, okay? Maybe you can reboot. Okay,
Okay.
Aritra?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Hi, good evening, Aritra. So, what about you? What do you think? Can beauty and brains go together?
No, ma'am, it is not always possible because a person may be beautiful, but from the brain he might be dumb.
Okay, all right. So it is possible that you're not gifted, that you happen to be beautiful, and maybe you're not gifted, but do you think it is possible that you could have both?
Yeah, it is also possible. Anything is possible.
Okay. And do you feel like um, when we think of beauty and brains going together, do you think we are more inclined to setting this for women rather than for men?
Well, both men and women should look beautiful because men should look handsome. That and because men should look handsome because that's how women get impressed. That's how they create the first impression. And women
Okay,
should
so
also,
okay. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I think beauty, you see, my opinion is that brain is more important than beauty, but the thing is that beauty creates the first impression.
I see. Okay. And do you feel like so you feel like we give more importance to beauty than to brains?
No, we must give equal importance to both beauty and brain. Not that one thing should be of higher priority, but uh, what I'm saying is a person may have brains, several brains, but if he is looking ugly, for example, if the person is having a lot of pimple on his face, then he is looking ugly. Then the other person would create a bad opinion about it. You see, the other person won't see his brain anymore. They would, the first impression would be the last impression. They would think that this person is stupid, a loser, because he is looking very ugly. So beauty should also be maintained as far as brain. That is how we attract people.
Okay. Okay. Uh, and do you feel like in your culture and society,
Hmm.
we give more importance to a woman's beauty than her brains?
Mhm. Yeah, it is quite true. It is quite true because whenever a particular man judges a woman, he judges basis on the basis of a look on the face, and that is true.
Mhm.
That creates the first impression.
Okay. And do you feel like it's right though?
No, it's not right. It's not right because a particular man or woman may not look so much handsome, but he might be very intelligent. But people, in order to recognize that intelligence, at first people look at the beauty because that creates the first impression.
Okay. And what what is your take on why do you think we give so much importance to beauty like over the centuries? What do you think is our fascination with it?
Mm, because you see, what can I say? Let's say, for me, example, if I see a woman, if I see a particular girl, and if she looks beautiful, then uh, you know it creates some kind of positive thinking in my brain because if she looks beautiful, I may consider that she is also smart, she is also very maybe very polite, like that. But if the girls look ugly, then I may think, I may, it's my opinion after all. I may think that this
Mhm.
girl may not be so smart, this girl may be very rude, but that is not always true.
Okay. So if someone doesn't look pretty, it doesn't reflect well on their character. It doesn't make you want to know them.
Can you repeat the question again?
So what you're saying is if someone doesn't look pretty, it doesn't make you want to know them.
Well, for if someone doesn't, it's not like that. But you see, the impression gets, the image gets bad because you see, the first impression is last impression. There is a
I
saying,
understand.
first impression is last impression. So if a person is beautiful, then there is 90% chance that the first impression from the other person would be good. But but not like that. Every person has to be beautiful. But if a person is not beautiful, then at least he should at least dress well, maintain proper ethic, maintain proper manner. Then he can also develop the good first impression. It's not necessary that he or she has to be beautiful in order to succeed in life. Not like that.
Okay,
But being beauty creates an advantage, or being handsome creates an advantage. That I can say.
understand. Okay, thank you very much, Aritra. That was very good rapport there. And I'll now move on. Oh, Yuraj did not come back. Okay. I'll continue with you, Aritra, then. Um, And how do you feel? Do you think the media has gotten any better at, or worse at representing women and men as being both beauty and brains?
Well, it has made worse, not anything better.
You don't think it's gotten better? Okay.
Mm.
And do you feel like we have enough examples of people, however, okay, the media has not helped, but do you think we have enough examples of people who have both beauty and brains?
Yeah, just like Hina ma'am said, the Bollywood stars, most
Mm-hmm.
of them are star kids. They look very handsome, but they don't know ABCD about acting. On the other hand, the people who knows how to act does not get much fame.
So it's not really helped the situation. So rather than actually having people who are both beauty and brains into the spotlight, they have really tried to focus on
No,
people.
uh, but there are some example. I can give you example of one actor who is not so handsome, but he is very popular. For example, in India, one of the actor is called Nawazuddin Siddiq. He has
Hmm.
struggled for almost 20 years, and now he has achieved a massive amount of fame. His acting is A-class acting, and he is not from any film industry family, not from any Bollywood family. But and also he's not so handsome. Also, he's not
Okay.
so handsome. He's a very slim guy, and also his skin color is dark. But still, he's made it big. So there are always some exceptions. You must not give up.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so there's this want and need to have to actually allow people to be both beauty and brains, and no distinction between, oh, a man has to be brains, a woman has to be beautiful. They can both be both things to the
Mm.
same effect. Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much, guys. I think that is all the questioning there that I can think of at this point in time to do. I've gone through as many questions into this as possible and drove you a bit crazy with them. But I hope you've enjoyed it and you found this helpful and interesting as well. So I will see you next time then. Bye, guys. See you next week.